Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am of course your host Aaron, and today we are going to go over a Funko Pop if I can figure out where it went. But don't worry, you know where it's from. It's those Naruto Shippuden Funko Pops from Hot Topics. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition as I search for a minute for this Funko Pop on 8 Minutes with Aaron. Naruto Shippuden was a great series, and so was Naruto, and I gotta say, for just give or take sake, we saw 3 Akatsuki members in Naruto. That would be Itachi, Kisame, and Blank. The reason I'm saying Blank is because I want to give you guys a few minutes to try to get... Wait a second. You don't count Orochimaru because Orochimaru was a former member of Akatsuki. Let's just say the ones we actually did get to see. And that was, of course, Kisame, Itachi, and the guy I'm not going to say. Now, at the end of the Naruto and Sasuke fight at the Valley of the End, this little dude popped up out of the ground, and a lot of us were like, who is this dude? Came out like a Venus flytrap, was like half white, half black, and we're just like, dude, who is this monster of a character that just appeared at the end of Naruto? Now, I don't know if you knew, but I had no idea that Naruto Shippuden existed until maybe like a few months or whenever it started. However, I was always curious who this guy was. There was no backstory, there was no nothing, they just popped a new character out. And when they got to Naruto Shippuden, it took us a hell of a long time to find out this character's backstory. And who am I talking about? That's right, I'm talking about this guy in this box who I will reveal to you. Boom, boom, boom. And his name is Zetsu. And Zetsu was one of these characters in Naruto Shippuden who was kind of a mystery. A lot of people are like, where did he come from? Where did he go? I don't know this song, but ain't no Cotton Eye Joe. Zetsu popped up after the fight where Sakura beat Sasori and was like, yo, can I eat this dude? So then this guy could be a cannibal. We didn't know if he could fight. We didn't know anything. And then we started to learn little bits and pieces about him. When? More towards the Naruto War. We found out that there were a bunch of Zetsus, creations of this guy. White Zetsus in a sense. All clones, and then we learned that there were, a combination of Hiroshima cells, and I guess you can say Kaguya's will, which was really freaking weird. But the only time he actually had any good fights was probably during the Fourth Great Ninja War. He fought against the Mitsukage, or the Mitsukage, the one who could do the lava release and all that other stuff. And then the dude with the sword, the hammer guy's like, boom. And of course he fought like a clone of Naruto. But that's like a clone of Naruto. So how husky was Zetsu then? But we're going to open up the box, we're going to take a look, and we're going to talk probably a little bit more about him. Because he's probably one of the most interesting characters in the Naruto series. He first appeared after, I'm just fast forwarding it when we learned about it. He's basically Kaguya's will, which was Kaguya, the alien John who created chakra, and then she had the Sage of Sixth Path and his brother, and once they sealed him up with the little hand thing inside the moon, this little global globble was created. So Kaguya's will went through history, even trying to convince the Sage of Six Paths one son to become evil, unlock the Sharingan, and it was like hundreds of years just to get to Uchiha Madara. And when he got to Uchiha Madara, he convinced Madara of the Tsunami, the Moon Eye Plan, whatever it was called. And it was going to take a while. And by the time Madara got everything together, he was on death's door. But while he was alive, and he was in his old age form after he got a piece of Hiroshima, he unlocked the Rinnegan. And by unlocking the Rinnegan, he was one step closer to that Sage of Six Paths power. And Zetsu was only close to his dream of bringing back Kaguya, which we saw in the end of Naruto Shippuden when he stabbed Madara through the chest. She came back, and then he even chilled around with her and fought Naruto and Sasuke. This Funko Pop, by the way, is really freaking husky. I really like the design on it. I really like all the detail they put on it, especially even though it's a 6-inch Funko Pop. Now, I would say that this was kind of one that should have been maybe 10 inches, just because I would like the Venus flytrap looking thing around his head to be just a little bit higher and look pretty cool. This is just so closed on top of him, or even if it would like move, open, or close. As you can see here, he does have the black and white face, which we learned that the black side is Kaguya's will, and the white side is all the Zetsu clones, which in the war, there were like 100,000 of these guys, right? No, there was probably more. More than 100,000 of these guys. But Zetsu basically was the long-range fighter, and he could put his leg into the ground, use sonar. He could basically, track anybody all over the world and give the information back to Akatsuki. Now, how this guy didn't figure anything out that was going on around the world, like the bad guys in Naruto and shit, how did he not know about all these people, or how did he not know about all these clones being made? It's just very weird. Because if Zetsu was around that long as Kaguya's will, you would think he would know everything, right? So the Boruto story now just doesn't make sense to me. And I know I just went on a little bit of a tangent there. But yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't make sense. But Zetsu is a really cool character. And I really did enjoy his time in Naruto Shippuden until, he turned into Kaguya's will, and then he just got like a body, and he kind of lost the Venus flytrap looking thing, and he was just like a character. And, his one half did fuse with Obito, and Kid raided the shell, which kind of, his little circle mask, was Toby and shit like that. That was like an off branch of the Zetsu. So you got the white Zetsu, who was a bunch of clones, and then you had the black Zetsu, who was basically Kaguya as well. One real one and a bunch of clones. And we even saw in the backstory that they would actually use human beings for the tree, the divine tree, and it would take their energy, and those energy things would actually turn into white Zetsus. How wacky is that? Many uses for Zetsu. And get this, they even used the Zetsu regeneration stuff from the Hiroshima cells to grow back in Naruto's hand. I don't know why they didn't use it to grow Guy Sensei's arm or foot back. I think Tsunami used the cell so she can look younger and stuff like that. So there's many uses for Zetsu. Many uses. And the final part that we saw with Zetsu was when Naruto and Sasuke sealed up Kaguya in the end, and Zetsu tried to escape. However, not this time, Naruto said. Naruto picked him up, blah, threw him in the ceiling thing, whatever was sealing Kaguya away, and that was the end. Or maybe Zetsu could be back. I don't know. Who knows? It could be one of those things that Orochimaru could bring back. Because don't forget, Orochimaru did use a body transfer, but that was a long time ago. But many uses for Zetsu, as I said. And let's get to them ups and downs. All right, hot topic. Let me see this box real quick. Let's do a little quick investigation. I'll show you the box one more time. I'll even turn it around. Sorry if the green screen takes off the Zetsu stuff. I apologize for that. I will get the green screen away. Anyway, the Zetsu Funko Pop is definitely going to get an up. That's right, Zetsu Funko Pop. You are getting an up. You are a prime member of Tatsuki. You're one of the final ones to die, but you did one bad thing. You got rid of the cloak. And what does Eren say about the cloak falling off or getting destroyed in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden? Or actually in any anime genre. When you lose the cloak, you're dead. Bye. You die. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me at 8 Minutes with Aaron. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave down in the comments what you want to see, what you don't want to see, and I will make sure to get back to you because I pay attention to what you guys are writing, even though you say I might not. I will see you later. Have a good one. Goodbye.